Hi, it is arithmetic time once again. Our lesson this time is about the multiplication table. In this lesson, we will discuss the tips and tricks in mastering the multiplication table. To help us in mastering the multiplication table, let us bear the following useful facts in mind. 1. Multiplication is simply repeated addition. If you know how to add, you should be able to answer multiplication questions. 2. Multiplication is commutative. This means the order of the factors does not impact the product. That means, if 7 times 2 is difficult for you, you may want to try 2 times 7. Both should give you the same answer. In mastering the multiplication table, we can start with the easy ones. Mastering the easy ones will help us master the more complex ones. Let us consider this table. On the first row and first column, we have the numbers 1 to 10. These will serve as the factors. The idea is, we will multiply each number on the first column to every number in the first row. Let us begin. Let us start with the easiest. Let us start with 1. 1 times 1 equals 1. 1 times 2 equals 2. 1 times 3 equals 3. 1 times 4 equals 4. 1 times 5 equals 5. 1 times 6 equals 6. 1 times 7 equals 7. 1 times 8 equals 8. 1 times 9 equals 9. 1 times 10 equals 10. If we do the other way around, it will give us the same answers. So here, we will also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Multiplication by 1 is very easy. Any number multiplied by 1 or vice versa is equal to the number. Multiplication by 1 is simply counting from 1 to 10. Let us have another easy one. Let us try multiplication by 2. We already have an answer for 2 times 1, which is 2. Let us start with 2 times 2. 2 times 2 equals 4. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times 4 equals 8. 2 times 5 equals 10. 2 times 6 equals 12. 2 times 7 equals 14. 2 times 8 equals 16. 2 times 9 equals 18. 2 times 10 equals 20. If we do the other way around, it will give us the same answers. So here, we will also have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Multiplication by 2, like multiplication by 1, is very easy. Multiplication by 2 is simply doubling a number. The next easy one is multiplication by 5. Let us try it. We already have answers for some. Let us start with 5 times 3. 5 times 3 equals 15. 5 times 4 equals 20. 5 times 5 equals 25. 5 times 6 equals 30. 5 times 7 equals 35. 5 times 8 equals 40. 5 times 9 equals 45. 5 times 10 equals 50. If we do the other way around, it will give us the same answers. So here, we will also have 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, Multiplication by 5, like multiplication by 1 and 2, is very easy. Multiplication by 5 is as easy as counting in fives. The next easy one is multiplication by 10. Again, we already have answers for some. Let us start with 10 times 3. 10 times 3 equals 30. 10 times 4 equals 40. 10 times 5 equals 50. 10 times 6 equals 60. 10 times 7 equals 70. 10 times 8 equals 80. 10 times 9 equals 90. 10 times 10 equals 100. If we do the other way around, it will give us the same answers. So here, we will also have 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Multiplication by 10 is simply multiplication by 1 and adding 0 to the product. Multiplication by 10 is as easy as counting in tens. What have you noticed so far? Counting by 1s, 2s, 5s, and 10s is very easy. If you know how to count by these numbers, multiplication by them is very easy. So, multiplication by 1, 2, 5, and 10 is easy. Let us count by 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Since counting in ones is easy, multiplication by 1 is also made easy. Let us count by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Since counting in twos is easy, multiplication by 2 is also made easy. Let us count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Since counting in fives is easy, multiplication by 5 is also made easy. Let us count by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Since counting in tens is easy, multiplication by 10 is also made easy. Counting by these numbers is easy, making multiplication in general easy too. We could actually use these easy ones in mastering the rest. Welcome to Hippocampus Learning Videos. If you are enjoying the Hippocampus Learning videos, please give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when new learning videos are added to the channel. Hippocampus ETV is also on Patreon. Please check it out. Happy learning! As you can see, there are only a few boxes left in the multiplication table. This means there are only a few not so easy ones. Let us try multiplication by 3. The usual way of mastering the multiplication table is by memorization. If you can memorize and count by 3s, that is excellent. It is not that difficult. But if you cannot, there are other tricks. Let's begin. 3 times 1 equals 3. This is part of the easy ones because of factor 1. 3 times 2 equals 6. This is part of the easy ones because of factor 2. What about 3 times 3? 3 times 3 is still easy because the numbers are small. This becomes harder when the numbers are bigger. Like what I mentioned earlier, we can actually use the easy ones to solve the more complex ones. 3 times 3 is actually 2 times 3 plus 3. It then becomes 6 plus 3, which is equal to 9. 3 times 4 equals 2 times 4 plus 4. This is equal to 8 plus 4, which is equal to 12. 3 times 5 equals 15. This is part of the easy ones because of factor 5. 3 times 6 equals 2 times 6 plus 6. This is equal to 12 plus 6, which is equal to 18. 3 times 7 equals 2 times 7 plus 7. This is equal to 14 plus 7, which is equal to 21. 3 times 8 equals 2 times 8 plus 8. This is equal to 16 plus 8, which is equal to 24. 3 times 9 equals 2 times 9 plus 9. This is equal to 18 plus 9, which is equal to 27. 3 times 10 equals 30. This is part of the easy ones because of factor 10. If we do this the other way around, it will give us the same answers. So here, we will also have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Next, let us try multiplication by 4. Again, we can use multiplication by 2 in solving multiplication by 4. This time let us just fill out the empty boxes. 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is actually 2 times 4 times 2. It then becomes 8 times 2, which is equal to 16. Next, 4 times 6 equals 2 times 6 times 2. This is equal to 12 times 2, which is equal to 24. Next, 4 times 7 equals 2 times 7 times 2. This is equal to 14 times 2, which is equal to 28. Next, 4 times 8 equals 2 times 8 times 2. This is equal to 16 times 2, which is equal to 32. Next, 4 times 9 equals 2 times 9 times 2. This is equal to 18 times 2, which is equal to 36. If we do this the other way around, it will give us the same answers. So here, we will also have 16, 24, 28, 32, 36. Next, let us try multiplication by 9. This time we can use multiplication by 10 to solve multiplication by 9. The first empty box for 9 is 9 times 6. 9 times 6 is actually 10 times 6 minus 6. It then becomes 60 minus 6, which is equal to 54. Next, 9 times 7 equals 10 times 7 minus 7. This is equal to 70 minus 7, which is equal to 63. Next, 9 times 8 equals 10 times 8 minus 8. This is equal to 80 minus 8, which is equal to 72. Next, 9 times 9 equals 10 times 9 minus 9. This is equal to 90 minus 9, which is equal to 81. If we do this the other way around, it will give us the same answers. So here, we will also have 54, 63, 72, 81. Now we only have 9 empty boxes. These basically are the most difficult ones, but given the easy ones, it will not be difficult to master these remaining ones. Let us try multiplication by 6. This time, we could use multiplication by 5 in solving multiplication by 6. Let us start with 6 times 6. 6 times 6 is actually 5 times 6 plus 6. It then becomes 30 plus 6, which is equal to 36. Next, 6 times 7 equals 5 times 7 plus 7. This is equal to 35 plus 7, which is equal to 42. Next, 6 times 8 equals 5 times 8 plus 8. This is equal to 40 plus 8, which is equal to 48. If we do this the other way around, it will give us the same answers. So here, we will also have 36, 42, 48. Now let us do multiplication by 7. We could use multiplication by 5 and by 2 in solving multiplication by 7. Let us start with 7 times 7. 7 times 7 is actually 5 times 7 plus 2 times 7. It then becomes 35 plus 14, which is equal to 49. Next, 7 times 8 equals 5 times 8 plus 2 times 8. This is equal to 40 plus 16, which is equal to 56. If we do this the other way around, it will give us the same answers. So here, we will also have 49, 56. And lastly, we now only have one empty box left, and it is for multiplication by 8. Multiplication by 8 can be solved using multiplication by 2. 8 times 8 is actually 2 times 8 times 2 times 2. This 10 becomes 16 times 2 times 2. This then becomes 32 times 2, which is equal to 64. That ends our lesson about the multiplication table. You may want to watch the video again until you get to master the multiplication table. Again, in mastering the multiplication table, it is important to know the easy ones. The very easy ones are multiplication by 1, 2, 5, and 10. Knowing these very easy ones would enable you to figure out the rest. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and learned a lot from it. The next lesson will be about a trick in multiplication using the fingers in your hands. That lesson is going to be exciting, and it will make multiplication easier to master. I hope you continue studying and continue to watch these hippocampus learning videos. See you in the next lesson. Happy learning!